Okay guys, and welcome back to another scrap mechanic video. It's been a short while since the last one, but you know, life gets in the way and whatever. But this is following on from my last video, where I'm sure you'll recognize this cute little circuit, and certainly the little monorail that I did, where I showed you exactly how to build this entirely AFK, or entirely 99% AFK monorail for your scrap mechanic survival world, with also included downloads for everything you see, so you can build your own modular track and have fun in creative mode. But I'm here to show you a new addition to this, because I realised that this is kind of limiting in the sense that you can only travel in the two-dimensional plane of the scrap mechanic world, and I wanted to correct that a little bit. So we'll travel up to this little bit, and I'll switch us over to the main track, where I will show you the brand new module which I have created, so you can traverse any terrain in your scrap mechanic world, again, 99% AFK. It does involve a little bit of thing, but we'll cover that in a second. Let's see what I have planned for us today. This thing. Yep. And you might be able to tell exactly what it does here, but we'll just board the track. Get on top. You can see it's kicking into gear now. And up we go. Isn't that cool? I've built a monorail elevator so that you can climb up hills and mountains and terrain and things like that. And we'll travel across. And as you can see, it does drop down and jig around a bit, and it's a little bit funny like that. But it is super simple to build. I'll give you a full explanation as to how this thing works. And like I say, I haven't touched anything since the turntable, really. I mean, the turntable down the bottom, I've not touched anything since then. And we're just going to board back onto the elevator just to show you this is 100% works absolutely fine. The elevator does also remember which state it was last in. And I'll show you also a fun little edge case scenario as well. Just in case your monorail approaches it from the wrong side, don't worry, it can handle that too. I'll drop this guy off and I'll go reset. So this guy here is in the down position. Now what I can do is I can push this button and that will reset the elevator to the up state. Jig it about. So let's just pretend that a monorail has come through and set this to the up position, okay? It to be in here. So I'll give you a nice angle so we can all see what's going on. So here we go. The monorail is approaching the bridge. What will happen? The monorail stops just before the barrier and the train goes down and the platform meets it. Now unfortunately nothing else is going to happen beyond this point until you actually intervene. I did toy with the idea of having a piston that comes out the back and triggers this sensor. But unfortunately, it literally made this small group of logic gates insanely massive, and I couldn't really work anything decent out that's not a nice explanation. And like I say, we've got those caution blocks on there just to prevent the monorail from running off the end of the track and causing all sorts of havoc. It makes it nice. So there we go, the monorail will turn around again, and back on its way. Again, all absolutely automatic and everything. And I absolutely love this system. It really does feel like somebody's actually driving this whole thing and controlling everything. What is going on with this device then here? So, we have these green gates here are, in fact, exactly the same circuit that is in the monorail itself. If I go and pull one of these bad boys up, I can show you that in here we should have this same system. So these three here, you got an OR, a NOR, and a NOR gate. So this is a NOR gate, which again was tutorial by Khan, as I mentioned in the last video, but like I say, fabulous tutorial. But that's an OR gate, that's an OR gate, that's an OR gate, and as you can see it feeds from this gate to this gate to this gate to this gate. Now all this does is it just literally sets a floppable state. What I suppose what you could call it is a T flip-flop. If I can reference another great logic engineer, I will go quite as far as to say that. But yeah, Mumbo Jumbo of the Minecraft side of things, he would call this a T flip-flop, because if I press this button, you can see this flips the state, and if I press this button, it flips this state. And we just have this button feeding into this NOR gate, and this button feeding into this NOR gate. And that's that. We have that sensor, which also senses the monorail coming in. So these buttons feed into the NOR OR gate. We also have this sensor here, which and the sensor up there as well, feeding into the NOR OR gate in the same as the buttons, basically doing exactly the same as the buttons. That just senses the incoming monorail and switches the NOR OR gate to the relevant state that it's supposed to be. Then we have the NOR OR gate feeding into the NOR gate and the AND gate here. And what also feeds into it is the sensor on the bridge here. So that senses that the monorail is actually on the bridge and it's all stopped and it's all in like nice firm position, so it can all work very nicely. And it triggers at the right time and raises up when the monorail is actually on the bridge. Then we have the NOR and the AND gate feeding into this OR gate, and that OR gate feeds into all of the pistons, which basically tells it to extend or lower depending on which of these last sensors have been triggered. So if this last sensor had been triggered and then so the top sensor's been triggered and the monorail's been triggered, then it's going to lower the bridge. If the bottom sensor's been triggered and then the bridge sensor has been triggered, then it'll raise the bridge. And then we also have a NAND gate and just feeding directly out of the OR gate into timers, which then also go up to these caution blocks here, which are going to basically tell the monorail to stop if the bridge is in the wrong state for the monorail to actually embark on. It's quite simple. I mean, you could basically see the whole wiring diagram, well, as my Connect tool is. I wasn't going to do build it right here, but I've got it linked in the workshop right now, so you can go check that out. And like I say, it works every time. I've not had a problem with this whatsoever. And the monorail, as you might be able to tell, I'm using the same color sensor system as last time. So if you're wondering how the monorail actually knows when to leave and/or, you can see there's a little green block on each of the walls there. That's so that the rear sensor can sense that green block. So the front sensor is sensing the green block, but it doesn't have to be green, it'll just stop at anything. But that rear sensor sees that green block there and sends us on our way. Just the same as the turntables do. Again, this will sense that green block and turn us around. And that, my friends, is my brand new monorail elevator. So yeah, like I say, you can copy and paste this into the worlds. You can have a play around with this, make your own systems, follow my wiring diagram, or follow this build tutorial. I say build tutorial, I wasn't really building it, but I mean, I'm pretty sure you're smart enough to replicate this for yourself, just by taking a couple of screenshots here and there. You're more than welcome to do that. I hope you guys enjoy playing with us, because I certainly do, and yeah, it's a wonderful little creation. So, thank you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!